clock, 10, 9, 8. Okay, now we're live. Not according to YouTube yet. Okay, now we're live. YouTube's not showing you're live yet. Now it does. Got to be 20, 30 seconds though, or more.
Yeah, there's got to be that much of a delay.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Live chat. Little Llama Laura's first, followed by Tim Jackson.
What's up, Tim? Laura?
Hey guys. And gals. Yeah.
Let's get rid of all that.
I gotta put the sticker up there. Okay, we should be good to go.
Looks like it.
Hey, how is everybody? How are you doing, Laura? Tim Jackson? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, Mia's hugging around here because I didn't give her pills yet. I'm not being a very good dad today, I guess. Come here, me. Come get your peels. Get your peel sandwich. There we go. Yeah.
Well, if JDS comes in, you will have to blame him about the divorce.
JDS.
Yeah, he lives up that way.
Well, Justin, I don't think heard the news.
Our Prime Minister of Canada, Justin Trudeau, his wife is divorcing him. He can't go along with him.
I don't know how she put up with that SOB in the first place.
Maybe he's coming out of the closet,
Why is there talk of that?
No, he was at Pride Parade wearing women's pants.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Kind of likes women's pants, doesn't he?
I said, maybe he's coming out of the closet.
Hey, Captain Joe's here. Gitchy's here.
There we go.
Hey, Kitty. Oh, it's Tim's birthday, is it? It is. Happy birthday. Hey, Lynn, how you doing?
It's not till the 5th. I think
Yeah.
or the 6th. Okay,
Hey, Lynn, did you hear about our Canadian Prime Minister? His wife was leaving him.
What's up, Laura, Tim, Gitchy, Joe?
Happy birthday, Tim.
Maybe she'll marry a conservative now or something, his wife. Justin, send you something to share with Lauren David, but watch it first.
I'll be right back.
Okay. We'll be waiting.
Yep, our prime minister's so bad that his wife can't even stand him. She's leaving him too.
Hey, Joe. Hey, Lynn. Who else do I miss? Laura.
Peter.
Okay. Under the control. Everything's.
I'll send it to them. Cause I don't know if that's copyrighted or not, Joe. Some of that older stuff can be a little tricky. Let's see here. I'll send it to Laura on Messenger. I don't know, is it Tim's birthday? I thought it wasn't until like the 5th.
Well, it's the 3rd here. I thought it was the 3rd.
Or was that his birthday celebration he was doing?
Yeah, I think
Hold on.
he's having a barbecue on the 5th.
Go to birthdays. Recent birthdays.
You had it down as the 3rd.
Oh, it's coming up tomorrow for me.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
tomorrow's today for me. So, and Tim.
It doesn't count. He was born in America.
You've got a valid point there.
He's got to go by American time.
Okay, so that means the 3rd would be tomorrow.
Technically, yeah, that's how it would go because
Yeah, so
technically
we've
by
got
him moving to Australia, he actually lost the day.
yeah, so it should be the 4th, not the 3rd then.
Yeah, because technically he lost the whole day in his timeline.
Yeah, you've got a valid point, huh? If he's born on the 3rd, he can't celebrate until
The 4th, unless he comes back to the United States.
yeah. Or he can celebrate it at 2 p.m. this afternoon. Because that's when it's the 3rd in the US.
There you go.
Yes. Mhm.
Notice the fake boat captain hasn't been in the chat lately.
Yes. Got the name.
The
Jennifer.
Jennifer profile,
Yeah.
yeah. Paul, what she didn't realize is Paul, and I don't even think it's a girl, I think it's a dude. Doesn't realize is Paul knows that company because he has a understanding with them that they know he flies the ships and they are allowed to use his footage when they want all that.
Oh, yeah.
But he knows who to call and he called and asked them. They've never heard of anybody and they don't have a captain that young, right?
Yep.
They've never heard of him.
But
They've never heard of her.
But the entire channel, if you go through all the actual videos where it actually shows people,
yeah,
it's all coming out of Asian country, some Asian country.
Yeah.
Now it looks Philippines or Vietnam, but it's saying that the channel's out of Japan. I don't know. I don't believe him though, because to get at 20, if you were to get a job as a captain at 26, you would have had to been extremely extraordinary at your job, and that would be
Well,
almost
especially
unheard
the
of.
ships, the shipping company she's talking about. You gotta work your way up. I mean, you
Yeah,
don't just become captain.
No,
And,
that's
and you either have to have 10 or 15 years of service, or you have to have graduated from the Marine Academy, Marine Traffic Academy, which out of the west side of the state of Michigan. It's just so ludicrous.
right. It doesn't make any sense.
Hmm.
Yeah. Is today Tim's birthday?
Tomorrow for you.
Oh, okay.
He's celebrating it a day early. Technically, it's not his birthday till tomorrow.
Okay.
Or like Dominic said, at 2 p.m. their
Well,
time today.
he's what, 56 now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's 58.
Yeah, I think that that lady's just a troll.
Hmm.
I really think it was that William dude, to be honest with you.
Could
I was
be.
just about to say. I was just about to say that.
They must have sank the ship today, did they? Something to use. Or are they just talking about it?
Where are they talking about it?
Lynn said the USS Arizona is in Hawaii at the bottom of the bay. I don't know if she's talking about it or they just sank it. I don't know.
No, it was the Arizona sank at
Pearl Harbor.
Pearl Harbor.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why she's bringing it up per se, but yeah.
Justin, Laura said she messaged you. I see we got a big.
I know what she's talking about because the name of that channel was something Arizona Jennifer. I think that's what it was. I think that's what she means.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I agree with Lynn. She's a troll, or if it is, we don't even know it's really a she.
Well, like I
Yeah.
said, the couple of videos that actually showed the person's hands in the video that was taking the video, it looked like a dude's hands.
Yeah,
It distinctly looked like guys' hands, not girls' hands. They were very muscular and hairy. It looked like a dude's hands. That's one of the distinct features on most men and women. You can tell the difference between a man's hands and a woman's hands. Not to say that's always the case, but majority of the time you can tell. Hold on. Oh yeah, I already read what Laura sent me a minute ago. And just the mannerisms of that whole person in the chat, it was they were very pushy. I even, commented on one of their recent videos and I said, who are you really? I said, cause I know you're not no boat captain, and they never responded back to me. And they've uploaded a couple videos since then, so I know they saw my comment.
Yep.
Cause nobody watches their videos anyway. The channel, every time they upload a video, they'll get maybe 10 views on a video, so I know they saw my comment. They don't get very many comments, so they would have saw it. You know, it's different than a channel that's getting 10,000 comments every day. Of course, they're not gonna see every one of them. Unless they sit there and spend hours going through every single damn comment, but eventually you get to a certain size, you just won't have time to do that. So you got any ships coming in tonight, Paul?
Nah, there's not much going on.
Still pretty quiet out there.
Yes.
Yeah, you guys seem to have such a mild winter this year. I just remember the winter before last. You guys had the icebreakers running up and down there all the time, and
Yep.
yeah, I don't even think they came out this year, did they? I
No,
think they had to do
a
that. at
little
all
bit,
this year.
very little. Up north they did, but not
Not down by you.
down here.
Oh, 100%, Joe. I know that's who it is. I almost bet you. Because the mannerisms and everything of the person in the chat and everything totally lined up with the way he acted on stream. Very pushy.
Yep. Always about me.
Yeah, that count though, like a couple weeks ago when they were, a week ago when they were in the chat last, like every 2 seconds, show this, show that, show this, show
Yep.
that. It's like, dude, no, relax yourself. Like if you want to watch it so bad, go watch it. You can pull it up on your own phone or computer. Like I know Paul's into boats and everything, but you're not gonna sit there and show the camera 24/7.
Yep.
You don't
You
even
know
like playing through your,
what was the pure giveaway is she's supposedly a boat captain, right? But yet she hitched a ride on another bigger ship that isn't even the same company. You know, it's like, give me a break.
yeah, they didn't know that.
Ship. She wasn't. She was on virtual ships. It's a game on computer.
Yep.
The only way you can jump from one company to another is just being a captain. What's
Yeah,
Vader watching? Front door's probably open. You looking for somebody to walk by so you can bark.
He's sitting there contemplating life.
Well, the other dog's downstairs, right?
Yeah.
Paul,
Huh?
isn't Gracie downstairs?
Yeah, she's probably outside though.
Yeah.
So
So
guys
he's,
are not bugging me for supper yet. So.
I don't know. Great. Vader keeps looking at you, gives you that look with the ears up, like
Yeah, he keeps looking up at you and then looking down the stairs. like he's-
looking down the stairs, up at you, down the stairs.
Peter, you hungry? Yep. What? Oh, you're hungry, are you? Oh, okay. Guess I have to go feed him, right?
I'm guessing that's what it is. He says, hey, I'm sitting here behaving myself. Where's my food, Daddy? So Dominic, how'd your day go?
Yeah, I was just tired all of yesterday.
Well, no, you were
No.
up late though. Weren't you watching soccer?
No, I was gone at what 10 o'clock my time,
Oh, okay.
which is 8 a.m. yours. Yeah, I didn't even get a chance. I was trying to stay up so I could join your panel, but didn't even get close to it.
Well, that's okay. You know,
Yeah, some days I do, some days I don't.
some days you got to do what you got to do. You know.
Hmm.
I'm just going around and look and see if that women's soccer is on. No, I don't see it. Well, it's a little too early over there for a soccer game, isn't it?
Yeah,
Right now? Yeah.
7:21 here, and 7:21 a.m. here, and 9:21 a.m. in New Zealand.
Okay.
With New Zealand, the host country, one of the host countries, because it's Australia and New Zealand. New Zealand was eliminated from the tournament.
Really?
Yeah. Australia play next. They play Denmark, I think. Denmark on Tuesday.
Next Tuesday?
Yeah, the coming Tuesday, I think. It'll be trying to work the day out. No, today's the 3rd. Is it Thursday? Yeah, I think it's next Monday night or Sunday morning. Early Monday morning. Yeah, your time.
Well, now
Trying to work everything
is
out.
that the women's soccer?
Yeah, the women's.
Because I watched it yesterday and they had two games right in a row, different locations.
Hmm.
And it always says live on there, but I don't know if it's live or not, you know?
Well, if it's early morning for you, then it would be live.
No, it was late at night.
Oh, I
what I'm
think
saying
it wouldn't be
about-
live. Yeah,
I'm saying about 5 or 6 o'clock in the afternoon, about this
it's
time.
probably a replay.
Yeah, okay. Because the US was playing. Who did the US play recently? And they didn't have any score, 0-0.
I can't remember. I'll look it up.
All right. I don't know. Yeah. Nope. And then take this. Switch those out for me. Thank you.
I think it was USA versus Sweden. I think.
What is it? Is the women's world? What is
World
the?
Cup?
Is it the World Cup women's world?
Yes. FIFA Women's World Cup.
Why are you looking up the Women's World Cup?
Well, we were wanted, I was asking, I don't know if you've seen it or not, you probably aren't following it, but I don't follow it that much either unless there's nothing else on. Like yesterday, there was 2 games on.
Yeah.
In the evening,
No, I don't
but
really.
it said live, and I'm trying to figure out what the hell, they're not playing early in the morning.
I don't really follow soccer at all, even the men's league. I mean, it's just not really as popular in the US as it is in other countries.
Yeah. It's probably the 3rd popular sport here, even though it's got a high participation. The other thing I find strange is, they use the first 3 letters of each country to denote, AUS, USA, ITA for Italy, SWE for Sweden. So I'm waiting for Sweden to play Denmark, and it's Sweden v Den. Okay, I'll keep quiet.
Well, here's an interesting thing. I'm going to screen share this. You'll get a kick out of this. It popped up on my screen. It says
What is that?
top 5 best camera drones, and they tested and reviewed.
Hmm.
Oh, that's a lie.
There's the best one, a quad air drone. See the price of it?
Yeah, boy.
$99.
Oh.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but go to AliExpress, you buy the same drone for $12.95.
I actually called a dude out on Facebook Marketplace who was trying to sell one of those for 150. And I commented on his posts and I said, bro, you're trying to sell a $20 Wish special for $150. I said,
Yeah.
if anybody's wise, don't buy this drone. Like, seriously, like, don't pay $150 for that piece of crap because you'll be extremely disappointed.
And here's a Drone X Pro Limitless.
That looks like one of those Roku or
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
Roku
Roku, yeah.
F11s.
it's $759. Here's the mini, the DJI Mini, just the original Mini, $609.
Like that's a lot.
Here's a Holy Stone, $70.
You know why do you know how they got this though? They based this, I guarantee, on sales because they'll sell 1 million of those little crap ass drones,
Yeah.
scamming people, and then they count it as sales. It probably was the #1 sold drone, but it's a piece of junk.
Written by Larissa Fox. Who the hell that is?
That's a stock
Exactly.
photo.
Got a master's degree though in marketing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's a Chat GPT special there.
Yeah, that's a stock photo from frickin'
Yeah, probably
Shutterstock.
built in either Midjourney or Leonardo.
Average drone costs $600. Ours is 6 times cheaper.
Yeah,
That's
it's also
6
6 times
times.
shittier.
I was just trying to say it nicely.
Those things feel so light and so crappy.
Yeah,
I've actually held one of those in my hand.
I'll give you $20 for it.
They don't even have a mechanical or a mechanical
Gimbal.
gimbal. You have to adjust it to where you want it.
You have to
before you even
manually
take
set
off.
it.
Yeah, piece of crap.
Crazy.
That looks
That's
like the JDS special.
Yeah, it
He
does.
loves those.
And you have to do the compass dance every time you fire it up.
Do you?
Yeah.
But like I said, that's a drone you could go on Wish or anything and get for $20 and under. You
Mm.
could probably find it for $12 on Alley.
Yeah.
But when I see people overpricing shit extremely on Facebook Marketplace,
Yeah.
I call them out on it. I'll immediately message them and be like, dude, this isn't worth this much money. Take the fucking listing off of there. I said, stop trying to scam people. You're trying to sell that little crap $20 drone for $150. I
Mm.
just hope nobody's stupid enough to buy it off of them.
Oh, there's people stupid enough.
Oh, definitely.
Back to see channel breaking news now coming in from Ottawa.
Oh, what's the breaking news?
Oh,
Yeah.
it should go.
Oh, Trudeau,
No.
isn't it?
That's not breaking news.
What's up, Mark?
Hey, Mark.
Hey, Mark, how's it going, buddy?
And you know what's funny is that that #1 drone that was on that list, if that lady is a legit market researcher, she didn't do her research on those drones
Exactly.
because that drone is nowhere near 4K. It's freaking 144 at best.
I was going to give him a little props and say it's probably 576 to 720 at best.
720, well, yeah, 720 would be even a stretch.
Hmm.
I've seen those cameras are so crap on those drones. And no stabilization. There's no color in the video at all. You know, the videos always look super dark on those cameras.
Because they got a tiny, it's probably, it'd be a tiny sensor.
Yeah, super tiny. All right, let me see here.
It's all about education. We need to educate the masses.
Like this was from my Potenzic D58. It's on my old channel.
Hmm.
This was like one of the this is the very first video I ever put up. And just look at there's like hardly any color.
Yeah.
It just looks horrible. Look how bouncy it is.
Uh, and you can see there's no wind there because if you look at it, the trees are not moving.
The camera only stays on it
Hey,
sits on
Tanya,
like 4
I
little
don't know
rubber
who,
grommets.
I don't know who the kid is with the orange shoes on, but he was yanking on your brand new door handle.
I will say something.
Yeah, because he was moving it in and out, up and down, and it's like, that's all we need is him to break that again.
Yeah, that's Mason's friend, Mason.
Yeah, okay.
Are they still out there or? No, I'm talking about Mason and Mason. All right, yeah, when they get back, I will say something to Mason.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
thanks, Paul.
Bye-bye.
All right.
What happened?
Oh, some kid, they're having a birthday party upstairs for a kid. And the front door handle broke on my front door, going upstairs.
Uh-huh.
It's a heavy duty aluminum glass storm door. And I look in the camera and he's out there going like this on the damn handle. The brand new one I just put on there. Kids.
Go out there and yell, get off my lawn.
Yeah.
Breaking news here, a 23-year-old illegally set a fire in Walmart and Home Depot this morning. 2 trashmen in the neighborhood arrested and hopefully was back to his country.
I doubt that.
And they actually just need to put him in jail, Joe, because they're going to send him back. He'll just end up right back over here again. Fortunately, that's what's going on. They need to give local police the ability to enforce immigration laws.
You know me. think Mia wants to go out. I'm gonna open the door for her.
I remember when that dumbass lit all the fireworks off in Walmart and it started up the whole fireworks wall lit up. Oh my God, it caught fire in there. It caused a big old problem. I remember seeing the video of that. Like, it's kind of a double-edged sword, right, Joe? It's like, as a taxpayer, we can pay to have him in prison, know where he's at. He's serving the time for what he did, but at the same time, it's like, you do want to send him back to his country and not have to pay for it, but he'll just end up back here, so I think you might as well just send him to prison then.
Mhm.
Oh.
We had two different fires at the Walmart I worked at. We had an air conditioner catch fire on the roof. Luckily didn't, the fire department got there quick enough and was able to get it extinct, put it out, but a bunch of smoke filled up the building and we had to evacuate for a couple hours till it cleared out. And we had the guy that was welding the baler. He was cutting an old piece off and re-welding a new piece on. And while he was cutting it off, he had a trash can right next to the baler and a bunch of sparks went into it. Lit up the whole wine backstock we had in the back room. Lit all the boxes up, burnt all the wine bottles, the labels off and everything. His company had to replace like 3 or 4 grand in wine that got damaged. And then he had to go home early because he had emotional distress from it. Fucking kidding me, bro? It wasn't me, for me and a couple other people, it would have caught the half the building on fire, but luckily like 3 or 4 of us grabbed fire extinguishers and were able to get it out. Well, I mean, arson's a pretty big charge though, so. You get the right prosecutor and yeah, he could be in prison for quite a long time. He could easily get a 20-year sentence for that. That's per count too. He lit 4 different fires, that's 4 counts. That's considered serial arsonist right there. I just don't know how his prosecutors are over there in his state, Mark, so I'm not sure if they would do anything or not. I know in Florida, they'd throw the book at you. They'd probably try to get you for attempted murder for every person that was in the damn store at the time. And Joe, that depends on whether did they charge them as juveniles or adults.
How old were they, Joe?
He said 16 and 15.
So they what did one steal batteries and the other steal fireworks?
They set fire to it. What?
The Walmart automotive department. Though this is the thing, is if they get charged as a child, as a juvenile, they can't be in jail past 21. So the minute they hit 21, they get out and their record gets sealed. So no, it only a judge can unseal it to look at it, right? No prosecutors or police or anything will ever be able to see what's in there. It will just say
Yeah,
that
'cause
you
they-
have a sealed juvenile record. But if you get tried as an adult and you get a 20-year sentence, then you'll go to juvenile hall till you're 21. Then they'll transfer you to the big state prison after that. Or in some cases, 18. It depends. But yeah, there's been kids that have been tried as children and got tried for murder and got out at 21 because that's the rules. Can't stay in juvenile, if you get tried as a juvenile, you can't stay in there past 21,
Mm.
so.
So they're
Well,
obviously, I was just gonna say the one that stole the battery, they charged him, and the other one that stole the fireworks, they let off.
hey,
Dad
Paul,
joke of the day. Ding, 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 ding.
you guys see the new TikTok thing
We're
going
trying to
on?
set that
Trend?
one up. Yeah.
What's that,
Yeah.
Paul?
They're drinking borax cleaning powder.
Oh,
Oh,
good.
great.
Thin out the herd.
They're drinking borax?
Yeah.
Good.
Oh,
We need to thin the herd out a little bit.
You know,
Play stupid games and win stupid prizes. Yes.
I wanna say I was watching a thing the other day, and I think back in the Victorian era, they actually used to use borax in sour milk. And it would take they would put a little bit of borax in the milk. And if your milk's like real curdly and sour and obviously undrinkable, they would put a little bit of borax in there and it would immediately kill all that
bacteria?
the bacteria that made it taste bad. It was still bad for you. You could still get sick from it, but you would drink it and it would taste like good fresh milk again.
Mm.
Something in the borax does something to that taste. It gets rid of the nasty sour taste.
Wow.
They said it was super dangerous because people would use
Well,
different levels.
there's no no limit on stupidity in the world
Yep.
today.
That's the vaccine we need.
Well, that was back in the Victorian days. They didn't know what the hell chemicals did, or they didn't have
Exactly.
a good understanding of it.
Well, these young people today, they don't know what the hell they're doing themselves anyway.
Mm.
I mean, they think that, well, I can do whatever I want to do, and if I don't like it, oh hell with it, and somebody will take care of me.
Mm.
Oh, then just let the morons kill themselves. That's what I say.
Yeah.
Because there's smart kids out there that are going to be like, no, you're a freaking idiot. And then there's going to be dumb ones that do it.
Yeah.
Let the dumb ones thin themselves out. And they'll leave all the smart kids. The ones that aren't stupid enough to do that.
Exactly.
Oh, 16 and 15 were child as juveniles. Yeah, so the worst case scenario, they'd be in there till they're 21.
Mm.
And they'd be out. How they only get him with 2 counts of arson, yet he set 4 different fires? You should have had 4 counts of all that. Cause you said he set a Walmart, a Home Depot, and 2 different trash cans on fire in a neighborhood. So that should have been 4 counts of arson.
Well, and you'd like to see the juvenile record behind them. I'm sure that they didn't just decide today or recently, let's go set Walmart on fire. They've been building up to this.
Well, he was talking about the guy, the adult guy that got in trouble for it. He was in his 20, he was 23 years old. And then there was the other 2 kids there. He was talking about 3 different
But if
people.
you look at their records, they probably go way back. They've always been in trouble. Yeah, Lynn's right. She says plea bargains. They deal the plea bargains.
So I said, that's why these states, if they can get you on federal charges, they'll just turn you over to the federal government. Cause their conviction rates like in the high 90s.
Yeah.
States conviction rates usually are only at best 60%. But the feds, they'll make sure they have every stupid little detail on you before they prosecute. They'll take years building a case against you. Plus that whole RICO Act thing gives them a whole different level of, they don't actually have to catch you with the drugs in your hand anymore. They can just say that you were conspiring to sell drugs,
Yeah.
give you a 30-year sentence right off the bat.
Oh, really?
Guess Gitchy's not gonna be around much then. See her in another 5 months,
Where's she
Yeah.
going?
4 months. Football season starts tomorrow.
Mrs. Skyfall?
Oh, that's what her focus is, huh?
Must be is it the lower levels, Gitchy? Because I thought the NFL started around the first week of September, or is it pre-season training? I know pre-season for in my thing, it's probably 5 or 6 weeks before the actual season.
Yeah, you have some preseason games that go on. 'Cause they don't
No,
really
okay.
put too much of their high value players in those games because
Yeah, you're just testing out, getting match condition and testing out the young kids. That's how we do it here. You put the older players in cotton wool.
you don't want to put them in the preseason games because you don't want one of
Yeah,
some of
yeah,
your
you don't
best
wanna-
players getting injured.
You don't want to play your best players. You don't want to you don't want them getting injured or peaking too early.
Joe said those kids didn't have a record, but he can't tell you how he found that info out.
No, okay.
I mean, and it could have been just
Yeah, pre-season.
a dumbass 15 and 16-year-old kid saw something on TikTok or were just trying to get views for their channel. If that's what and then they could have not have done it at all for social media.
Hmm.
They're just two stupid kids talk to each other into doing something dumb.
Yep.
I got in trouble for lighting a bush on fire when I was like 9 years old. And my dad was the fire chief at the time. So think about that when how much of an ass whooping I got when he showed up and I was the one that was in trouble.
Wow.
I was playing with lighter fluid in a lighter and I lit a big bush on fire. My grandma come walking out of the house and was on the phone. I was across the street playing in like it was kind of like a big empty desert area. There was nothing there. It was just a bunch of bushes. And my grandma was on the phone and comes walking out and saw that the bush was on fire and called 911. My dad showed up at the fire department. Oh, he was pissed.
Yeah, I'm sure they weren't happy with you.
Yes, Joe. Don't want to stray into that. Yeah. Yes, Mark.
Yep. Yeah, Joe said. Joe saw it. You see what Joe commented? His kid threatened a school teacher.
My oldest son threatened a school teacher.
He said he's in the new U.S. Marines now.
Mm.
Oh, I remember when Thomas got in trouble for throwing a chair in his classroom.
Hmm.
And the teacher walked in like the teacher told him I was coming. Oh, he flipped the hell out. He thought Sarah was gonna come get him. Nope, I was coming to get him, and he didn't want none of that. Teacher said, yeah, he freaked the hell out when I told him you were coming. She said he was nice and calm when he heard mom was coming, but when he heard you were coming, he freaked out and took off running.
How old was he?
He was in like 4th or 5th grade at the time, so maybe 10, maybe. I don't
8,
know,
9, or 10?
something like that. Yeah, he was like 10 or 11. I can't remember exactly how old he was, but I want to say it was 5th grade when that happened. The girls, though, I never really had problems with them in school. They've been pretty good throughout school.
The girls are pretty good, huh?
Thomas was a little rowdy in elementary school, but he's calmed down now. He hasn't really had no issues in middle school, so he's about to go into high school this year, so. Yeah, there was a couple of rough years in elementary school where he was going through.
Oh,
some-
there's Gracie behind Paul Hodges.
Oh, great.
Up here, not very great. Here, Shedad. Want to think about it? Yeah, I don't think so. Your brush is in the bed.
So Dominic, what's your plans for the day?
Oh, it's a Thursday here, so a couple of things I need to get done on a Thursday. And then hopefully the wind has died down. Because it's
Now,
a never-ending struggle with the wind.
It's Tim Jackson's birthday there today.
Yes.
Technically, yes. But I would have to say it's not his birthday till tomorrow here because technically he lost the day when he moved to Australia
Hmm.
because he went forward a whole day.
Yeah, so we can't celebrate it till late tonight when we're both on the same day.
Well, I'm sure that he'll probably be celebrating way before that.
Yeah.
Actually,
Oh, he's still got to work tomorrow.
no, he's off Friday. He got Friday approved, so he actually might be live tonight, I think. I think he said what's today's Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
I think tomorrow he said he was going live tomorrow night at 8 on Thursday. So if not, I'll go live for him. I don't know what he wants to do. If he wants to do it on his channel or my channel, it don't matter to me though.
Hmm.
But he did say he wanted to go live because he was originally going to go live 8 p.m. his time. But the problem is that's 6 a.m. US time. And I told him that probably wasn't a good idea because 70% of his audience, even on his channels in America.
Mudball was here. Okay.
So it would be better if he was
Mhm.
did it in a more of the early afternoon morning time his time. Around 10, 11 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, see, he did a whole new logo and everything.
Hmm.
He said Mudball Creative sounded too much like an agency.
I'll ride the gravy train then. If you're creative, why not ride that gravy train, Don?
Yeah, but he always downs his own channel. He's like, I don't put nothing. He always talks crap about his own channel.
Wilfred
Yeah.
Sykes is now upbound.
Oh, okay.
Paul, what do you think? Should I go get it?
That, I'm gonna take off in about 15 minutes.
Okay, then I won't.
Go for coffee because I gotta pick Sheila up.
I don't want to leave Justin and Dominic here alone.
Nah, go.
I would just leave them alone. They're fine.
I ain't got nothing to do.
Yeah,
It's
we
only
can-
6 o'clock.
We can work
Okay,
out how to talk some
I'll
real
make
good shit.
you. I'll make you the host.
They're the host there, Justin.
Justin's now the host, and I'll be
No.
back.
Let's go.
I don't really care. I'm not doing anything. It's only 6 PM here.
Yep. And it's only 8 AM here, so I've got nothing to do for a good 30 minutes. Even probably 45.
Yeah, here coming at you.
I'll be back.
Okay.
Must be something we can find. Yep, I've noted that, Mark. Noted it's the 5th.
It is Tim's birthday, the 3rd, mine is the 5th. Oh, well, happy birthday if I don't happen to see you till then.
5th is
That's the night,
Saturday here.
yeah. 2 days.
So I'm amazed you haven't been dragged to see the Barbie movie yet, Justin.
Sarah and the girls wanna go see it. I have no interest in seeing it. I mean, I probably watch it when it comes out on DVD
Mm.
or not DVD, but like when you can watch it on a streaming service for free,
Hmm,
just to watch it. Cause I watch a lot of movies just to watch them,
hmm.
but I
Well,
don't really have a,
You've got to know what the talking points are, because it seems to be everybody's talking about it at the moment. So,
other than that, I don't really have a want to go see it.
nah. But it's one, as I said, it's everybody's, and with social media these days, and TikTok, not TikTok, Twitter, everybody has to produce some sort of outrage by that movie and other movies, and people just live on outrage, I reckon.
Oh, you're talking
As I
about
said,
like,
I'd see it just to understand what everybody else is talking about, and then I can form my own opinion.
Look at this. I've been
Oh,
brushing for
nice.
2 minutes.
Oh,
Look at that
nice.
shit off this dog.
Yeah, I know. I have a similar problem.
Jesus Christ, dog.
I don't really know what the whole hype around the Barbie movie is. I haven't really like looked into it. Like why
I don't know,
everybody's
but
making
it's a great exercise in marketing and how you can create that sort of viral hype. And I really like that. Because everywhere you go here, every store you go into, it's Barbie this and Barbie that. Barbie hamburgers. Barbie's been around for at least 60 years. So to reinvent that is really good.
Like I've heard people complaining about it online. Like I've seen a bunch of or video titles about it. I just haven't really looked into why everybody's making a big fuss about it. I'm sure it's gonna have something to do with woke culture. I almost bet you that's what it's over.
Yeah.
100%.
Oh, we'll sing happy birthday during that show. Because that's what, 1 or 2 a.m. And it'll be 5th for me, Tim and Matt. And all the other Australians that like to join in.
Okay.
Mhm.
It was the same thing. They made that big deal over the what was it? The Little Mermaid movie.
Yeah. Oh, but there was more controversy in that one than
Well,
anything. It was just the actress that was actually chosen.
right.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, it's only a small channel anyway. What else can we get outraged by today? People wake up every morning and they need to find outrage, it seems. Just leave it alone. Just, as they would say, turn the page. But no, we have to find something to get outraged by.
Oh, all the time.
If it's not a song, if it's not a movie, if it's not something a celebrity has done, celebrity sneezes. Oh, okay, we're gonna get outraged by that. Must be we've got local celebrities that'll do something and suddenly, someone really famous went to Kmart and bought something. Or something, someone was seen in a local cafe rather than an expensive restaurant, or someone was buying McDonald's. Just give it a break. Let's really cut to the real issues, like why the soft serve machine at McDonald's is always broken down. I think we need to get a petition started for that.
Oh, there's so many conspiracies behind that.
Valid point there, Don.
That is so true,
Yeah,
Donald.
yeah.
Oh, she's fine. She was fine as hell too. I think it shows her boobs in that movie, doesn't it?
Didn't remember that.
I don't think it shows her whole body, but I think it definitely showed her boobs a couple times.
Yep. And the other thing is, she's an Australian.
That was an excellent movie too. Wolf of Wall
Yeah.
Street. I love that movie.
Yep.
Here comes the ship.
And here we go. Let's see if we can actually.
And there's the ship.
Okay, let's. Still just a
kinda-
little far away for him to start. I
Water
reckon.
looks a little choppy, like it was windy or something.
Yeah.
I know there's a current, but it's usually smooth. That water looks pretty choppy, really. But the flag at the back of the ship, though, is not waving very much. So. You see that boat bounce pretty good there, coming up beside it. Boom, yeah. A little choppy out there. Yeah. I think he got that ship the other day too, if I'm right, Sykes. Or maybe he couldn't go get it. I don't know. But she's loaded down heavy. I'll tell you that right now. She's low in the water. Got a load of something on her. Should go try and find out, see where it's heading. Yeah. I want to get a little closer there. We see if we can see Paul. It's still a little ways off yet.
Hmm.
I'll just give me a minute here. We'll see. Running steady. Oh. Keep up there. Coming up there, it's going to Burns Harbor, which is around Chicago. So it's got a load on from Chicago. I don't know what it would be, but glad you wouldn't list what is in the thing there. So.
Yeah, I can't remember either, Donald. I have to go back and watch it again. I can't remember if it did or not. Or like we
I-
just
Yeah, to see some of the pictures I get on Facebook. Holy crap. I mean, everything hanging out with their legs spread. Not even showing the top half, just the bottom half spread open. No panties on, no nothing.
Ooh,
On
okay.
Facebook. I don't know how they get away with it, but
Yeah, I know. How do they?
But
You
yeah,
can't
you'll
do them.
post. But yeah, you'll post one thing like that and they'll get you for community guidelines almost instantly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like I wouldn't dare put it on here. But I'm just going, really? I mean, it's all hanging out. Just Jesus.
Mm.
And funny is, you see a lot of pictures. It's like they're trying to show off their boobs all the time. Even girls on a farm tractor. Half
Yeah,
her
yeah,
boobs are in
yeah,
their shot.
yeah. I like that page as well.
Just going, really? But don't touch me. I'll charge you with sexual assault.
Yeah.
Like,
See what I got?
The trouble is that Facebook seems to read my mind. And when I'm scrolling through, it says suggested post, and it'll have, a lady wearing a very tight crop top on a, farm equipment or.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Facebook Messenger's now starting to catch. So like, remember all those videos that me and Dan and everybody were sending back and forth to each other a few months back?
Yeah.
If I try to forward you one of those now,
Yeah.
YouTube Messenger will flag it as maybe personal content being shared over their platform and they won't allow it. It's not the fact that they're getting you just because it's a nude video or photo. They're assuming that it's a private photo or video of somebody that you either know or of yourself, and they're
Yeah.
preventing you from sending it. And they won't allow you to send it now.
And how can they get away with posting nude pictures on Facebook? I don't
No,
get
it's on
that.
Messenger.
Yeah,
They're even blocking Messenger now.
but if I posted something like that, they'd have the police at my door arresting me. They must be able to hack Facebook and put that stuff in there. And Facebook hasn't taken it down yet. You know what I mean?
Might be the encoding in the photo. I don't know.
Okay, Paul should be in the air now. It's just starting to turn there, come up towards the channel
Yeah.
by Paul. So
I'm trying to differentiate between the seagulls and
Yeah.
and his drone.
usually I can spot him, but see the thing is with him when the ship comes up, instead of him flying down the ship, he just sits there and hovers and lets the ship go by, right? Then he's got to swing around the back, and then then he's got to fly forward, right? Yeah, but on one side there, he just sits there and hovers, so you can't really see him that well, right? So
She was the same one that played Ted's wife in Ted, right?
Who?
The girl from Wolf of Wall Street.
The girl in Ted was Mila Kunis.
No, not his wife, his girlfriend, but remember the girl that Ted the Bear got with? She was the cashier at the store he worked at.
what are these guys doing? Playing chicken with the chicken ship or what? That little sea-doos? He come around the backside. He was coming up to the side of there.
Because remember in Ted 2, he gets married to her?
Yeah. I'll have a look. I don't remember.
Kunez was Mark Wahlberg's
Yeah,
girlfriend
yeah,
in the
yeah.
movie. But Ted ends up getting with the girl in the movie, and then he marries her in the second movie.
All should be flying around about the back of the ship.
I think it was the same girl, if I remember correctly.
Don't remember. You mean Margot Robbie?
Yeah,
Because we were talking about. I don't remember her in Ted.
I'm trying to see inside the ship. The captain.
No, it isn't. Different girl.
was it really? I swore that was her.
not mentioned in the credit list.
All right, back out a little bit so we can see if Paul flying around that ship. or-
Oh, it was Jessica Barth. Okay,
Yeah.
she played Tammy Lynn. That was the girl that he was.
Okay. Yeah, close enough.
Oh, you should see Paul flying there.
Okay.
You would think. That's a good shot there. Oh, now they're backing up way too much. Paul's got her. You can see Paul down at the bottom, the white truck sitting in front of it with the drone, sitting on his little stool in front of the white truck at the bottom. Yeah. So he's definitely out there. Little tourist boat out there floating around.
Oh, there's his drone right there.
Yeah. Did you see
Drone's
it?
right there. I can see it. It's right above that white boat.
Wait, oh, right there. No?
Yep. Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, that's it. I saw it when it passed in front of the ship on the white part of the ship. You could see it clear as day.
No, it's a bird. That one's a bird.
Yeah, if you go back like 30 seconds where the gray and white
Yeah.
stripe is on the front of the boat, you can see it pass right in front of it.
Oh, yeah.
You can see the outline and everything of it.
We going around it now, that means he's gonna go around twice because he's got lots of time because that ship ain't moving very fast. Because you don't do the pull away at the back till he's past the bridge, right? So. What time is it? Oh, shit. I gotta run, guys. We'll talk to you.
Okay, no worries.
Yeah, I forgot what time it was, so we'll talk to you. Gotta go. Bye.
Bye-bye. Hmm,
All right.
yeah.
Yeah, you were right about that,
Yeah,
Donald. Yeah, she did it when she first undressed for him.
nice work. And she's Australian too.
It's so hard these days to tell actors because some of them can do accents so well
Yeah.
that there's been Australian actors that have literally played their entire career playing an American accent. And
Hmm,
like, if you don't know they're from Australia, you probably wouldn't never know.
hmm. That's what a voice coach can do for you.
Yeah, some people can naturally do that, but it's not easy. I've tried. I can't do accents very well. I suck at it.
Hmm. It's always fascinating that they've been, there are different accents.
I find it crazy how people lose their accents when they sing. Like I said,
Yes,
if you look at Ozzy Osbourne, he had such a deep ass accent, but yet when he sang, you couldn't hear it at all.
exactly. Yeah.
They used to trip me out all the time. I remember for the longest time, I didn't even know Ozzy was English.
Yep.
I thought the whole time growing up he was American.
Yeah, it is. It is fascinating, I must say.
Yeah, it's kind of weird how everybody kind of goes. I mean, I've heard people that where you can definitely hear their accents when they're singing,
Hmm.
but it seems like there's a lot of them that it's almost like they just naturally go into like this American accent when they sing. I don't know what it is, but
Yeah, it
I don't
seems
know why
that
they
way.
do that.
Yeah, accents are fascinating. Different, the different language, even though we're both speaking English, is the other one that has always fascinated me as well. Yeah,
Well, it's weird.
yeah, you
Uh,
speak English, I speak English, but we differ on various words.
Well, and it's weird too how you really can't hear your own accent.
Yeah,
Like I just don't hear it. I can't hear my own accent, but I can obviously hear yours and Matt's and Brett's and everybody else's from around the world. But I just wish I could hear myself from your point of view.
mm,
You know what I'm saying? Like how I
yeah,
sound to you.
because it's funny how you'll speak and then we'll hear someone from either another state talk and there's a different accent.
Right. Oh yeah, there's so many different accents in the US, it's ridiculous. Like there's so many just completely different tones and the way they talk and
Yeah,
slang words.
yeah. There's actually a slight difference in states here as well, which is actually interesting. You can almost tell where someone's from in Australia.
Same with England too. They have different accents.
Yeah, they have many.
That's like you can definitely tell somebody from the South versus like the West Coast, because the South will talk like this. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. I always think that's fascinating.
And then people in Boston have their own unique accent, people in
Yeah.
Jersey, people in New York City.
And yeah, the same goes with Mark. In
That's what
the
I'm saying.
UK, you can tell various. I think I've noted easily 6 or 7 different ones. Mark will
And,
correct me on that, but
and I have noticed that in England, right? They have this accent that's almost very proper sounding,
yeah,
very kind of high class sounding. It's very smooth and then you'll have almost this country, their own version of like their own country redneck southern accent. It's
yeah,
very twangy, right? It has a lot of twang in it.
mm.
Doesn't sound quite as upscale, I guess, or as proper
And
as.
then not wanting to. Now this is not. I'm not bashing anybody, but the Scottish accent is very hard to pick up.
Oh, Jesus Christ! I've listened to a couple of them
Taking
on
me
YouTube.
ages to work out. Just very hard.
Who's the guy on Drone Seekers? The guy that's got that
Terry,
really raspy voice.
is that Terry?
Isn't he Scottish?
I think one of them. Mark will probably
I know one of
correct
them.
me
I
on
think
that, but
one of them
he
is.
has a very thick accent.
I think either one of them's from Ireland or Scotland, but they have a really. I have trouble
Yeah,
understanding them
Ireland. Yeah,
sometimes.
actually, I've gotten you because I've met many Irish people, and I've gotten used to their language. And I must say that the Irish are very passionate people. The ones that I've met are just very passionate. Yeah, yeah, I'd agree with that. The further you go north, the harder it is to understand. Even up north, the Yorkshire accent's hard to pick too, for me. But as I come further south towards me, the New Zealand accent for me, that gets me every time. Especially the really thick accent.
But I have noticed that though with English accents, so they almost have their own southern type twangy accent.
Mm,
They don't sound like they're from like the city, more country sounding, right?
mm. Paul must be putting everything away and because the
I'm
ship's
sure.
gone, so he'd be pretty much on his way back, wouldn't he?
Oh, yeah, he was already going around. He was like 70% around the ship when we were watching him 10 minutes
Mm.
ago, so he should be walking in any minute now. That's if he didn't get stopped, because there's a lot of people down there walking by him, so. That was unless he got stopped by somebody to talk.
Oh, don't get me started on the Welsh. No, Yorkshire I have trouble with. Yeah. New Zealand and South Africa. And they're two strange accents. Especially when you get a New Zealand talking to a South African.
Well, New Zealand is English isn't their primary language, is it?
English is their main language, but they do have Maori, as we call it,
Because
Maori.
I watched a couple of people from New Zealand on YouTube, and they have relatively really good English, but then like Ruland has very broken English.
Yeah,
Like it wasn't his first language, right? Like
yeah,
he learned it later on in life or in school
Yeah.
that as a secondary.
that's what happens with most Europeans. If you're born in a country, Italy, the Netherlands, Spain,
France.
they generally speak their native language first and then learn English. Whereas in New Zealand, English is spoken, but they also speak the local tongue, which is Maori, which is Maori,
Well, like
which is their
the,
own.
the couple of people besides Ruland that I watched from New Zealand,
Roland's
they-
not from New Zealand.
I thought he was from New Zealand.
No, he's from the Netherlands.
Netherlands, shit. I had
New
it mixed
Zealand,
up.
Netherlands, close enough.
Okay, so the Netherlands, they have their own language, right?
Yes,
Okay, okay.
Dutch.
I had them mixed up. Okay.
Yeah.
The Netherlands.
I was thinking, huh? They're not even close to each other, other than starting with the letter N.
So Netherlands, that would be a secondary language, would be English.
The Netherlands, they speak Dutch.
Okay. Yeah, because like I said, Ruland's very broken English sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, he speaks good enough to talk to, obviously, but
Yeah,
he
yeah,
just sometimes he has to think about words when.
yeah. It's conversational English,
Yeah.
and you'll find that with a lot of European people. Okay, Paul's back. Gonna go off to the toilet for a minute or two. I'll be back.
All right.
I am back.
Yeah.
Got the ship. I see all
Yeah.
the
We were watching you. We saw your drone.
Wednesday sailboat racing is on. They have races
Oh, yeah.
on
What's it called?
Sundays and Wednesdays. They set up a course out in Canadian waters just north of the bridge.
Good God, those boats look like they're just zigzagging through each other.
Well, what they're doing is because there's different class size boats, they're staging for the beginning of the race. And somebody out there is in charge of it, and they'll shoot off like one of those deck cannons, boom, and that'll be the first bunch will leave, boom, then the second bunch leave after a few minutes, and third, boom.
It just
Because the
seems-
bigger boats sail faster than the smaller boats.
It just doesn't seem like there's any organization. It looks like they're all just weaving through each other, like they're about to hit each other.
Well, they are. And I'm thinking, I could be wrong, but I'm thinking some of these boats, like this one here, probably is in a class that just left.
Huh.
And they'll go out there to a buoy, go around the buoy, come back to here, then come back in and to the finish line. It's all about the points.
You gonna go out and catch any of that later or no?
Gonna catch what?
The races later? Or is that nowhere near you?
Oh, that's not anywhere near me.
They come down near your area or no?
No, they finish up just about where they are now.
Okay. There was a bunch of people down there walking around where you were at down there.
Yeah,
There was quite a few people. It looked pretty busy down there.
well, we get a lot of people because it's only an hour north of the northern suburbs of Detroit that decide, let's go up to Port Huron and see the water and see whatever.
Oh, you're funny, Sarah. What's up? Breaking news, Curtis. What's breaking news?
Oh, breaking news from Curtis.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see what he's gonna say.
Well, when Curtis says breaking news, it could be hot news or it could be he broke something.
Oh, great.
One of his cameras broke. I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Look, don't come in here with breaking news unless you found some treasure, Curtis.
Spanish
I mean, you found like a missing Spanish ship full of gold coins.
galleon.
Well, it is breaking news because the camera's broken. So it's more broken news.
That's what you need to find. You get some of that Spanish gold. You want to talk about something that's worth a lot of money? Those Spanish gold coins that people find every
Yeah.
once in a while.
Yeah.
that Wash up on shore and stuff. Those things are worth some freaking money.
Great.
Let's see if I can get this to load. I'm gonna pitch a couple of peanuts while I'm waiting here.
Don't you do that?
Sounds dirty. Alright.
Yeah.
Boy, those squirrels are gonna die when Murray's gone.
Yeah.
They haven't foraged for any food in 20 years.
Mm.
Probably 20 plus years. Them fucking squirrels haven't been out there living with the wildlife. They've just been getting fed every
Yeah.
day. They're not gonna know what to do when that winter rolls around. That makes you wonder how much time does he actually save those squirrels from foraging by feeding them?
Mm.
Like, do they actually still forage as much, or do they kind of just run around playing more because they don't have to? Still no call from Fish and Game.
Yeah. If they're anything like our similar department, good luck.
I'm saying I'll just pull them up on the boat. I don't know, depending on how thick they are. I wonder if you could just cut them up with wire cutters. Pull them up, empty them out, cut them up on the boat with wire cutters.
Oh,
and stack 'em.
did he hear something about the crab pot issue?
Yeah,
No.
I haven't called them.
Still
Oh.
no call from Fish and Game.
I don't know. Well, they've made a law in the UK that you're not allowed to even touch your phone while you're driving.
No, ours is slightly different there. You can use the, you can only touch the screen once. Yeah,
So you can't use, well, how do they know if you're using your phone? If that's just if a cop sees you, Mark, or?
no,
they put this-
they've got cameras mounted on traffic lights. Well, here they do. I don't know what they're doing in the UK.
Like I said,
The angle. It's the angle they can see, but the angle they can see, they can't see if you're touching the, if you've got, you know, one of those little TV screens on your radio, you know, one of those sort of things, they can't see that because you can be touching the, you know, the radio, you want to change the radio station, they can't see that angle because it's only angled in to see your ear, sort of like your head and your ears. Okay.
Here's the raw footage.
yeah, see, we could see you when you were going right there. On
That
the
was
side of it.
probably the angle that we saw it at because that would have
Yeah.
been the same height as that, the word Wilfred Sykes.
Well, like I said, if some of these countries wanted to do that, all they'd tell the cell phone companies to do is, well, if a phone's traveling more than 15 miles an hour, it becomes completely useless, except for emergency calls. You know, they could use the GPS on the phones to regulate how fast the phone's moving. You know, if they really wanted to go that far, as far, because I mean, it has become kind of an epidemic in a lot of places of people messing with their phones and driving.
Mm.
People are like, well, what if you're a passenger in the car? Oh, well, I guess they have to do what they have to do. I mean, is that a flagpole on the front, or what the hell is that?
Yeah,
for?
that's what they used to be, a flagpole. That's typical old school stuff.
Mm.
But I think it also has an antenna in it nowadays. But historically it was a flagpole.
What's up, people?
Hey, how you doing?
There it is.
So I can't stay very long. I got to go run, do some errands and stuff with the wife. But what me and my team have decided to do is we're going to go document some of these crab pots that are clearly derelict crab pots. And then we're going to turn it over to our local news stations. We're going to stir the pot.
Go for it.
Force fishing game saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, why
If they're not going to call me back and give me just an honest answer, then I'm going to, yeah, we're just going to turn it over to local news station, let everybody get riled up about it.
Well, what you do is you get a news station reporter riled up and you take them out there with you and let them
Oh
document.
yeah, let them do a news story right on your boat.
Yeah.
I have friends that fly drones, and they've for years, and they've been calling me years ago, you know, how do I do this? How do I do that to do their news stuff, local news stations? And I'm going to give them a call and say, hey, let's go do this.
Yeah.
How hard is? I've never done that before. How hard is it to actually get in contact with somebody from the news to do a story?
Oh, it's not hard at all. I mean, I'm lucky in the fact that I know some of these guys personally. But yeah, you just call them up and tell them, hey, you got a breaking story or something they might be interested in. And if it's something the producer thinks will fly and they can, you know, get it on the air, they'll do it.
And most news agencies have like what a number you can actually call.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. I've never tried to, so I was.
Oh, you can Google whatever station or news agency that you want to contact,
There's always a hotline or something.
and there's a hotline phone number.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool if they did a news story right from your boat.
Yeah.
Came out
Yeah.
there, yeah, these derelict.
Well,
I don't know. They'd want to get on
Live
my
from
boat.
Venice.
Well, I mean, you wouldn't even have to really go out to the area where they're at just to get a shot of you guys on the
Live
boat.
on location.
And you show your video from the ROV right after. They talk about whatever the issue.
Either that, or if they wanted to do a live shot, you know people with bigger boats, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, they have boats.
Yeah.
Because we have the Puget Sound up here and they're always doing water stories, but I don't think a lot of people realize this. I mean, it's not something that's going to be prevalent because it's going to be difficult for divers to do because you're limited on the amount of time that you have down there. Plus it's cold. So it's not something that divers just really want to jump into. But I'm just saying, hey, if I'm out there and I see it, it's not really a big deal for me to hook onto it and bring one up.
Yeah.
You know, if 3 or 4, I can bring them up real easy. I mean, it's not like we're trying to save the entire Puget Sound or steal stuff from, crab pots from people or something like that. But if it's clearly a derelict crab pot with no buoy on it, no line that's attached.
And what they could they could do it as a crab rescue, because you said there's crabs stuck in some of them.
Well, the 3 that we saw, yes, we had crab in them.
Yeah, and it's like you said, they're ghost traps. So what they do is they get caught in there. They start feeding off the ones that have died. And
Right.
It's just a continuous cycle.
Yeah, it's called a ghost trap. Yeah. It's self-baiting is what it is. So, and we can't, the amount of crabbing we're allowed to do this season is like next to nothing. You can get like maybe 1 or 2 Dungeness crabs, where in the past you could get 6 or 7. The rock crabs, you can only get like 2 or 3. It used to be you could get all the rock crab you could get. So yeah, they're really cutting down. And the Bering Sea, those crabs out there, you can't even crab out there this season. So if this is part of the solution, I think they need to take a look at it.
Oh yeah, and I'm sure those news people would love it.
Yeah, well, and there's 2 more guys I know right now that, because they were watching my video, they went out and bought a 5-fish and they're out playing around too. So if they get the same tools I got, so if they get out there and they see a couple, we could start reversing this thing just by people just having fun. We don't need to keep.
Call to arms, though.
It would be cool if you pulled it up and you could keep a legal crab. I'm going to say that. But at the same time, if it was, okay, you have to release all the crabs, I'm okay with that too. I do love crab cakes. I'm not going to lie. Which is part of the reason why I want to make sure we have plenty of crabs out there.
But
Exactly.
see, you guys should be able to pull them up, empty them, and at least drag them to shore. And then call Fish and Game and say, hey, we have a trap here. We pulled to shore that was derelict. And they come out and do a report on it and take the trap, and you're done. I don't see the problem with that.
Yeah, I don't see the problem either.
Because you're calling and reporting it. It's not like
Right.
you're sneaking that whole thing full of crab out of the water and you're throwing it back your truck, covering it up and taking
Well,
it home.
their process is they want us to notify them when a derelict crab trap is found
And they probably don't.
and
ever
give
do that.
longitude and latitude, but there's no budget to go retrieve them. And what diver wants to, it costs money to put air in a tank. What diver wants to use his air just to go retrieve a crab trap?
Exactly.
Right. And that's
Whereas
why
with me, there's no real cost involved. Electricity, ooh, big deal.
Well, that's why so many of these guys that do these diving YouTube channels, they get a lot of donations because that shit ain't cheap.
Yeah, exactly.
People donate a lot of money to their channels so they can go out and do free stuff like that. Like the
Yeah.
guys that go out and find the bodies for families, they don't have to pay for any of that. Neither do the families, because they make enough money off of sponsors and people donating money to their channel. It's all free and paid for. And they can still have a yearly salary, something to live off of, you know?
But the other big news was I didn't think QIC was going to repair this other ROV. Well, they just sent me a thing, said they need the serial number off of it and my address so they can send me a shipping label to send it off to Texas. And we're going to send it there where they're going to repair it.
Oh, cool.
Well, at least it doesn't have to go all the way back to China.
And they're gonna send you a shipping label so that
Right. Yeah. So it's not going to cost me anything, which is good.
yeah, very much so.
What's with all these companies, these Chinese companies, they're setting up their like fix shops up in Texas and California. Even DJI does that. Seems like everybody sets up in Texas and California.
I found it kind of weird they want me to send it to Texas because Dale, my local guy, is a warranty repair center as well.
Did you
They
let
don't
them
want to
know
have
that?
to pay Dale.
I guess.
Did you tell them that though? You like, we
Yeah.
got a
Yeah. They
local
know.
shop, right?
They know. They're like, no, we want to send it to Texas. So I don't know what the situation about that is, but
How much would it have cost you to pay out of pocket to get that fixed?
so Dale said to just take a look at it, it'd be about $83 per hour.
Oh, Jesus.
That's not including parts.
No, that's just looking at it, figuring out what's wrong.
That's just diagnosing
Yeah.
charge.
That's not even fixing it. The camera itself is about $500 is what he told him. Well, we looked on the website, on his website, and the camera's like $500. The USB input thing is another $75. We think me and my team all think that the water's getting in through the USB input.
So I must have missed something. What, did you hit it on something or
No,
it just started leaking into the water?
so
gun?
all of the ROVs out of the 5 that I have, they all have an internal USB that you cannot get to, with the
Right.
exception of the Expert. And the Expert has a sealed little deal on here. I can show you real quick.
Hey,
Hold on. All right. So on this one, that little, well, you can't see it, but where that hole is
Uh-huh.
where the USB goes. And there's a little screw thing that goes in there that you unscrew to get to the USB.
Okay.
This is the only one that has that. All the others are internal. And I told them from the very beginning when they sent it to me, I said, I don't think that thing is very secure. And they said, oh, no, we've tested it down to 300 feet and it's good. Well, I've never had it past 120 feet. Here's the USB input.
Does it look like the water got into it?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was definitely wet. It's definitely tight.
It just didn't have a good enough seal on it, huh?
You can see it's got 2 O-rings and then the cap.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, you press it down and then you screw it on and it's pretty tight, but water was getting in there. So my guess is the O-rings might be the wrong size or wore out. I don't know.
Now, do you think it got into the entire body with the board and all that in there?
So the rest of it is sealed off in a different chamber.
Okay.
So the motors and the lights are in a different chamber. And the claw, all the controls for the claw is in a different chamber. And everything connects to a hub, which is in a separate chamber, and everything is sealed up in those different chambers. And this had its own chamber. So
Well,
everything that was in the camera chamber had water in it.
Most likely, Mark, the reason why they shipped him the shipping label is probably because it's gonna be a shipping box special for that drone to go into. Most likely, you're probably gonna get a box with all the packing stuff.
Either that or they're just gonna email them a shipping label.
yeah,
No, he said they were shipping. Curtis said
but
they
it's,
was
you
mailing
know,
it
it's
to
got
him.
adhesive on it. That's probably why.
I don't know if they're emailing it to me or what. All they asked for was to confirm my address, which they had my address and my phone number. and they wanted to confirm the ROV serial number, which I sent them the serial number and haven't heard back from them yet. And he said he was going to get me a shipping label. So he probably is going to just email it to me.
Yeah, and you box it up and send it.
Yeah,
Well,
and I've still got the original boxes that I can ship it in, so that part's not a problem.
Well, see, some companies for expensive items, sometimes they'll do that though. They'll ship you the actual proper shipping box with the proper packing material for it. And then they'll
I
put the
I have
shipping
I have the
label and
original
everything in
foam
it.
boxes and everything. So shipping it to them is no problem. But you're right that maybe I need to mention that to them that you don't need to send me a box.
Cause I had that with laptop that I had and a cell phone before. They actually shipped me the proper box to ship it back in. And actually had the foam cutouts for that particular laptop and everything. So it fit perfect in the box, and then it had the shipping label in there. You just seal
Yeah,
it up.
at 12 pounds, that's going to be a lot. That's going to be expensive to ship.
Yeah, all the way to Texas.
Yeah.
They're just gonna do if it fits a ship's box, and they're gonna send you the little skinny one like that. Better make it fit.
And I don't know what all they want me to send back. I mean, do I send everything back, or do I just send just the ROV and the claw? So I don't know, but they are doing something, so that's good news.
Very good news.
Yeah, I'm not sure, cause I know, the way DJI does it is you send just the drone and the controller. You don't send
Right.
the battery or anything, so I don't know.
So I don't need to send the chargers. I mean, it comes with the VR headset, and I
No,
don't.
the only time you return everything is if they're going to send you a replacement.
Right.
But if they're just going to fix it and return it, no.
That's kind of what I think, but
I would double check with them if you
I'm
have. to
kind of
at least
hoping
send
that
the
they say
controller.
send everything back and we'll send you the new one.
Yep.
That would be awesome. But that's just kind of dreaming on my part.
Not necessarily. It depends upon who actually handles the return, not just some clerk, you know.
Well, so my contact is the marketing manager, and he's actually in Hong Kong. Yeah, he was telling me even he was asking me for my email address and stuff. He goes, it's even getting difficult to get on Facebook in Hong Kong, even with a VPN.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because all of our contact has been through Facebook Messenger.
Yeah, well, sites now can recognize if you're using a VPN. They won't allow you to access it unless you turn it off. That's how Netflix and all them are getting around that.
Yeah, but they'll find a way to get around the get around.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's just the way life is.
But
Someone
like that,
finds a get around, and then someone will build an anti get around, and then we'll just go back in a vicious circle.
because they'll do the. I've been to some websites already, and my VPN will be turned on, and it will say your VPN is on. In order to access the website, please turn your VPN on. So some sites are starting to recognize it. That's why I said that's how Netflix and them are trying to combat.
Here's the
people.
tourist coming down through. They
Oh,
load in
right.
Canada, and you see them. They're dancing in the back, got music going, and just
Well, why aren't you down there at the shoreline yelling, "Get off my lawn!" and flipping them off?
having a good time.
I'd be down there yelling at them, "Get off my lawn!" Oh, the Canadian side, huh?
Yeah,
No, it's staying on the.
but down the river, up the lake, I think it's like $50 a head.
Well, $50 is $50.
Yeah. Well, it's cheaper than owning your own boat.
Money. Boy, what you want, big guy?
See them there clapping and dancing up here. Ha!
There, you want a treat? Can't believe your kids haven't fed these all to you already.
Having a good time.
Yep, it's treat time.
Oh. Let me see you back there, Bo. Here you go. Tyson, get out of there. I just gave you some. Leave his alone.
Who's that, Tyson?
Yeah, he's trying to
So-
steal Bo's treat.
I did download the software, the updated software for chasing the competitor to QYC because I do have the 2 Gladius minis,
Uh-huh.
and I got this. I don't know if you can see it or not.
Allow chasing.
Interesting.
Eh,
What do they need to? Why do they need to manage my phone calls?
no, but you should be able to deny it and still work.
Well, yeah, you can deny it, but why is that even in there?
Oh, it's all part of the marketing. You know, somebody paid them to put that in there.
So they can listen to you.
Or that's China. They want to spy on everything. China. There you go.
Well, it's like, people people are always like, think it's some weird conspiracy that
I do.
you'll have the Facebook app on your phone and you'll be talking about dog food and all of a sudden Facebook starts showing you dog food ads.
Yeah, but
it
that's
tells
USA.
you-
That's not China.
Well, I know, but I'm saying all these apps will tell you in the fine print, if you allow that, they're gonna listen in on you. And they do, they actively listen to you through their microphone or your phone.
Yes, Joe. Deny, deny, deny. I'm probably going to sell those Gladiuses. I'm not really using them, so
Oh,
God, yes.
if anybody in the chat's interested in ROVs, get up with Curtis.
Well, wasn't Night Train interested?
Uh,
I'm going to sell both of them for 1,000. You can buy them new for $1,200. You'd get 2 for 1,000.
2 for 1,000, that's a good deal.
Yeah. Because I want to buy the new DJI drone.
Excuse you, JDS?
Paul JDS is first. You should start the show right now. Welcome to the Paul Murray Show, live from Studio B. Who's first? It's JDS. Welcome aboard, JDS. Amazing. Again.
Always on time.
The show doesn't start until JDS gets here.
Yep.
Yeah, this is the pre-show.
The pre-show.
JDS gets here, turns into the freak show.
All right, guys, I got to run. I got a bunch of errands I got to go do.
Yeah, same here. I gotta run as
Okay.
well.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye. We'll see you. Justin,
wait.
are you got to do dinner or anything, or
Nah, I just ate dinner. So
just hanging? Okay, that's fine. I didn't want to hold you up.
Well, I haven't left just yet. I'm going to make this a 15-minute goodbye.
Oh, that makes Justin's evening. He loves that.
Yeah.
He loves the long goodbyes.
He lives for that.
Yeah, well, he's gonna be the one dealing with the wrath of his wife when she wanted to leave 10 minutes ago.
Yeah. Well, as soon as she comes down the stairs, it'll be like, whoop, he's out. All right. I can hear her coming. Bye, guys.
Okay, we'll see you, Curtis. Thanks for stopping in.
Yeah, she came down the stairs 15 minutes my ass. Can't get no respect like Rodney Dangerfield. No respect.
So Dominic,
I'm
what are you up to this morning? You got places to go, or
Yeah, I've got to help out my brother first.
now what is your brother's a mechanic, right?
Yeah. He turns 70 in a couple of weeks.
70. Wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations. But he's still wrenching.
Yep,
Wow.
still wrenching.
Just doing it on the side, or is he actually employed someplace?
Oh, no, it's a family business
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Does-
with my
Yes.
father's, and then when he passed on, he
Does
handed it to my
does his
brother.
kids participate in the business?
He has none.
Oh,
Dominic goes
Like
live
myself.
sometimes from the shop.
Yeah,
I'll have the garage door in the background.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. He's not a person that takes not change. He is not a person that likes keeping up with the
Things
latest
around him to
technology.
change.
Yeah. New technology. has
I
to be
understand
basically
that.
forced on him.
He sounds like a brother in time to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, she's doing a lot better, JDS.
Yeah, I've had that problem as well. Plantar fasciitis.
Seems to be okay with everything at the moment,
Yeah.
so.
Oh, that's good. Well, okay. I'm gonna love you and leave you. So
Yeah,
we'll
right.
see you at another time.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna jump off too.
Okay, what would do then is you want to shut it down? Is did you make me back the host?
Uh, there you go.
Okay.
Okay, now.
Okay.
Oh, well, I'll start. If you're gonna shut it down, I'll
All right.
shut it down with you.
See y'all
Okay,
later.
everybody. Hey, thanks for being here. We'll see all of you again later. Justin may or may not be going live tonight. Watch for him. Probably at about in the 8 o'clock hour, Justin.
Either that or I'm probably just gonna replay my 10-hour stream I tried to do
There you go.
last night and it cut out at 7 hours for some damn
Okay.
Yeah,
reason.
I noticed that.
Oh, so it's a continuation live
Yeah,
stream.
I'll probably restart it over here as soon as I get off here.
Hmm.
Okay,
Okay.
everybody. Hey, thanks for being here. We'll see you, Dominic. Justin, thank you for taking care of everything while I was gone
Yeah.
for the short time.
Yeah.
And we'll see all of you